Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Rao. I am coming to you to present something probably very valuable and not only in your body response, mind, and soul itself, but also in your productivity of what activities you are doing and how you can coordinate uh, with the breath. It's a very immensely valuable, simple thing that we could do. We always have control and we don't pay attention to it. But I find this is very valuable nowadays with all the stress and burnout that we are going through. So I thought this is a valuable thing. I will have to do a workshop on that. So I'm going to introduce the topic and introduce what I mean, by coordinating according to your breath, your activities. So uh, people who come to my morning report, morning round routine that we do for entrepreneurs, I encourage people to cultivate being in the present in the morning and cultivate that throughout the day and really cultivate deep breathing to activate the parasympathetic nervous system so they don't have to react as much as they will respond to their whatever tasks that they take up, right? So everybody knows how much importance I give deep breathing and how I encourage people to not only cultivate like a 15 minutes of real practice in the morning and also every 1 hour 1 minute, right? So that's the background. But then nobody really was introduced to this. You have left-sided breathing or right-sided breathing, right? Normally, if you check yourself, you can find out. Close the right nostril and try to take deep breath through the left. Close the mouth and then release it. Then close the left nostril and breathe through the right nostril. You will find either the left or right is much easier to breathe. So we call this predominance of one nostril. That's kind of physiological. That kind of changes from maybe 45 minutes to 90 minutes in each individual. Given that, so you will establish, am I breathing predominantly to the left or to the right by checking on your own. And then the left is connected with the parasympathetic nervous system, and the right is connected with the sympathetic nervous system. So, if you want to intuitive, relaxing, and way back, laid back, and all that you do when you have left-sided dominance, right? And if you want to be active, doing stuff that require your complete energy and all that, then you regain the right-sided breathing. Okay, so there's a lot more in this, but I'm just trying to put it as simply as possible. Okay, so every breath you take is not just the air, it is the life energy, right? The rhythm of life itself. So I call it more like an intelligence in motion. So when your left nostril flows, that is the moon breath, inviting calm, creativity, and reflection. When your right nostril leads, that is the sun breath, calling you toward action, focus, and purposeful movement. And when both breaths flow together, you enter the sacred balance where body, mind, and spirit are aligned. So take one gentle breath now and simply notice it. Your breath is your inner compass, always guiding you home to awareness and peace. So use that properly, okay? So when you do this in a proper way, then you will see, okay, when I do these activities during this dominance of each nostril, I can do better my productivity. You will discover yourself. I don't have to tell you that, but I'm not stating any statement. I'm just inviting you to be aware of this left or right dominance of the breathing and use them according to your uh, activities. When you coordinate like that, then you will have a lot more. Okay, so always think about that. Okay, uh, so I'm going to do a workshop where I'm going to invite people to sign up and then come and do practically with me and then determine their own activities and how they can really do this better. Okay, so hopefully that is new for you. Then you need to have more explanation. That's fine. But if you already know about this and you're practicing it, you can come and let me know. I will send you an invitation for the people who are interested in uh, 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 Zoom invitation, and you will sign up for that, and then you can come and participate in the same. I will probably do on a weekend, so that people can really have time to do this. Okay, uh, so it's a question of understanding a lot of neurophysiology, a lot of breath flows, and a lot of practices that you do, all that combined into one particular workshop where you understand medical side of what I'm talking about, yogic side of what I'm talking about, and also neurophysiology side of what I'm talking about, and then go from there. Okay, so it's a question of understanding the whole thing. Okay, so anybody has any questions, you can come up and ask me, and we can discuss more of that. Or if it sounds too vague for you, you can also ask me questions. Basically, understanding where our breathing is. Is it at this time? Is it left-sided or right-sided? And then you can plan your activities according to your dominance of the nostril breathing. Suppose you want to open up right when you're predominantly drop, you got to lie down on the opposite side, then it will be better. Okay, like that. Or you can do a slow anuloma viloma, which is alternate nostril breathing, which I do with my whenever it comes to my morning routine. I've been not doing it regularly lately because of the family obligations and some of the things that I have. But otherwise, I'm trying to do as much as I can. Okay, so this workshop is going to be on a weekend coming up, and then you can see that I'm going to do this as a breath, as a compass. That will be the title for that also. So instead of doing activities, instead of unaware of how we are breathing, if you just know about this and try it, and then remember to do that in awareness, and you will see the benefit of it. Okay, man, that should be your validation. Okay, that should be your. If you don't do it, if you just listen to it, it obviously it is not going to work. But if you understand what times I'm on the left side, what time I'm on the right side, how can I balance it? How can I make my important activities coordinated with this both sides breathing? Then you will be benefited. Okay. So there's a lot more for a spiritual practice and all that, but for practical purposes, for gaining more energy, for not being stressed out or burnt out by our activities in modern life, breathing is very important. And understanding deep breathing is more important. Understanding this moon and sun phases of the breathing also very important. And applying that in daily life is very important. Okay. Generally, in the five koshas of our body, there is this second kosha, pranamaya kosha, which is energy body that is related to the brain. and related to the mind. That's related to the breathing. Okay, that's called pranamaya kosha. So breath that is coming into us is not just the air, but it is the life energy itself. It's like God itself. Like, you have to treat it like that. You have to be reverent when you are breathing. Then you will get maximum benefit. Not only your mind relaxed, and your metabolism improves, and also you kind of get a lot more energy. Okay, that's why breathing is so important for us. Most of the people don't breathe deep. Most of the people don't breathe regularly. Most of the people breathe very shallow. So first you have to notice, how am I breathing? How can I understand better about this? And then this is all that effort to make you get uh, at least uh, some understanding about breath and how to coordinate that with your activities. Okay, and that way you'll be able to breathe in better and coordinate your activities better. But first of all, you have to know, what am I doing in my life? What are the activities I have in my life on a daily basis? Am I having a purpose? Am I having an organized mind? Am I having a routine that is organized? And then you kind of you know get into that. Okay, so I'm going to go more details on that as we go into this, because you have to understand, there is there are in uh, there are energy channels, right? Ida, Pingala, Sushumna. Okay, Ida is on the left side. Okay, Pingala is on the right side. So when you dominantly breathe through the left nostril, Ida, IDA, there is a certain energetic cooling, intuitive, receptive mode. Through right, Pingala, more active, is a solar outward facing, both sides together called the Sushumna, can represent the balanced flow. Okay, so it's a question of understanding which side is what are the activities connected, and how we can balance them if we need to, and then go from there. Okay, so I'm not going to go more details into that, but on the workshop we will go not only the detailed explanation, but also personalized guidance where people can practice right there and see the benefit right there also, and then they can have some material that they can carry home, where they can have the activities. Uh, okay, that will be good. This will be good for the physicians coping with burnout. You see, it's like a quick reset too. After a hectic shift, for example, noticing nostril dominance, doing a few mindful breath shifting to balance the flow can help activate parasympathetic tone, reduce stress, and recalibrate the nervous system. That's what I'm doing with that. With IT professionals overloaded with the data and information, which is everybody these days anyway, we can present this like a biofeedback light. So the body is telling you via breath pattern what your system is doing, training them to self-check nostril. IT professionals, training them to self-check nostril check, and then become a digital detox pivot. Okay, a movement of internal recalibration away from screens. Then for corporate leaders, which I teach servant leadership, the energetic spiritual dimension of breath connects with servant leadership and alignment of values, team culture, systemic thinking. So we will guide them not to just breathe the technique, but aligning breath flow to intentions, mission-driven action. Okay, so it's a big deal. Okay, if you just are focusing on just being holistic, as I talk about, I emphasize the triad of the body, mind, spirit, right? So what I do is craft a model or module that combine neural physiology of the breath, that is a scientific point of view, subtle energetic flow, that is the ancient point of view, and then practical integration in leadership wellness settings. Okay, So that's how I intend to apply this and help people to have better life than stressed out, burnt out lives. Okay, that's the intention. That's what I'm trying to do here. So hopefully that makes sense for you. This is such an important topic, I think, because it will just by knowing the breath patterns, just by understanding the what activities are connected. If you do them, you will have validation for yourself, and then you can do that daily, and then improve that on a daily basis. Okay, but most of the people are not aware. They just go by whatever comes, and then they are not intentional. They are not really uh, in charge of their activities or in charge of their routines, because they never pause and see what is the purpose in a way what they are doing, or if just entertainment is just scrolling through the session, or go and listen to lots of talks but never looking at themselves. That's the modern lifestyle which I want to really understand, where we can be stressed out and where we will not. Okay. All right. So I'm introduce the topic, and then we will take it up as it is announced and it comes up. I'll do this a few of the introductions before the workshop, and then you can sign up for the workshop and come and learn this and apply this in your life and get benefited. Thank you.